Hi everyone. Hello. We're going to talk about task 21 tonight. Task 21 is self-development and the importance of knowing your biz, your unique business. I am barricaded myself in my guest room. I am absolutely exhausted from the day that I've had. If you follow me on Facebook, I threw a baby shower this morning, or today, all day. And so I am really tired. Really tired. Anyway, but I had to get on here and do this live video because task 21 is up. So you have until, hi Laura. You have until tomorrow at midnight to do this task. Hi Angela. Talking about task 21. We're about to get started. Look at that. I just had a glass of wine. Look how red my chin is. And this, oh, by the way, here's the selling point. It is 9 p.m. and I did my makeup at 9 o'clock this morning. Now, besides I have this bloodshot, super tired eyes, that's pretty awesome. And my coverage is not bad, considering I touched my face. I sweated earlier. Yeah, so, hi Marlene. Hi. I know I look haggard. Hey Jetta. We are about to get started. So I have a few of you on. Okay, so I'm posting task number 21. I've said it a couple times, but bear with me. I'm really tired. Let me get mommy's juice. Hold on. Can you hear me okay? I think I was covering up the microphone. Anyway, so I am in my guest room. Hubby's washing the toddler. Giving the toddler a bath, and the baby is asleep. So I finally have some quiet time. And so let's get started. Okay. I'm blind as a bat. So what you don't know about me is I wear glasses. Do you ever see me in glasses? No, you don't, because I take them off before I take a selfie. Okay. So we are going to talk about self-development and the importance of knowing your business. So let's talk about self-development first. What is that? What am I talking about? I'm talking about us growing as human beings, as adults, as women, as business owners, growing your mind, expanding your perception and just bettering yourself, working on yourself, working on how you communicate, how you interact with the public. Hi, Chelsea. Good evening. Self-development. Okay, so like, have you ever heard like self-help books? You know, how to be a better member of a team, that kind of thing. Okay, it's really important. So sometimes I'll be talking to girls on my team, and they are feeling defeated. They're stuck. They're upset, or sometimes I feel that way, and I go to my mentor and say those feelings, having self-doubt, things like that. And oftentimes the question I'm asked is, what are you reading right now? And usually my response is, in the past, has always been, nothing. Who has time to read? I mean, I flip through a magazine at the doctor's office, right? When I realized that it's incredibly important to keep working on me, I started diving into self-development, personal development. And, you know, a lot of the unique leaders do. They all talk about personal development. And I'm thinking, well, if they're doing it, I guess I should probably do it. They're successful. They're happy. So I started, I read a couple books, and I realized that I am not a reader. I am an audiobook girl. I love doing my personal development in my car. I like on the way to dropping off the kids, or on my way to work, or both. And I will listen to YouTube videos, or I'll buy audiobooks, or whatever. And so what I do is I incorporate personal development in my day. The other thing I like to do is dock my iPhone when I'm in the bathroom taking a shower. I used to always listen to music, and I decided that since I started getting into audiobooks, and I picked really great books that I'm just obsessed with, so I'll listen to them when I'm in the shower. And if any of you are moms, you know that your time in the shower is sacred. That is your happy place, and you are determined to stay there until the hot water gives out, right? Right? Yeah, that's my happy place. So that's where I do my personal development. So that in the car, anytime, what did I call it in my notes? I put, what are you filling in your free moments with? So those just few minutes that you could sit down and read a book, a chapter of a book, a few pages of your book, or like I said, in the car or whatever. So it's important that when someone asks you, what are you reading right now, that you have a really good answer. There are a few books that I highly recommend. Like first and foremost, Girl Code, Flip Flop CEO, You're a Badass by Jen Sincero. Let's Save a Child, then just right. And so, let's see, Tony Robbins, Jim Rohn. I've actually listened to Dave Ramsey a lot. He is more of a financial advisor, very smart about investments, getting out of debt, things like that. Not necessarily, I mean, it is absolutely self-development, just maybe not necessarily related to Younique. But I have read a few of Dave Ramsey's books, like Smart Money, Smart Kids, The Legacy Journey. And it's all making me a better person. Right now, what I'm listening to on my audiobook is, The Gifts of Imperfection by Brene Brown. She also has written the book Daring Greatly, which is a really deep book. To be honest with you, I haven't finished it, but what I have read, I've really enjoyed. And The Gifts of Imperfection is just, it's about staying authentic and having self-compassion, and it's a really, really good book. I am just a couple chapters away from finishing that. So, self-development. It's a good investment in yourself, and I recommend that you do it as often as you can. Incorporate it in your day, like the suggestions I've given you. And, feel free to post comments below of what book you bought, what audio book you bought, creative ways you made that hour, slice that hour out for yourself, and did your personal development. So the other thing that I did, which is a worldwide thing, and I don't know of anybody else on my team who did it. I'd never heard of it. Anyway, it's called the Global Leadership Summit. It is faith-based, but it's not all about religion. It's all about leadership. And that is, so if you just look up Global Leadership Summit, it's every August. It is incredible. The speakers that you hear, their journey, how to be a good leader, how to be a good member of a team. What I did is I recorded the speeches and I put them on CDs, and they're in my disc player in my car, and I listen to them repeatedly. I'm at the point now where I can kind of quote them. Yes, You Are a Badass is funny. That's Jen Sincero. I think I'm saying her name right. She's hilarious. She says the F word a couple times, but she's really, really funny, and has tons of little nuggets of wisdom. I'm constantly taking notes. I've read that book twice now, or listened to it twice now. And so You Are a Badass is a fantastic book about having an awesome life, and just gives you an interesting perspective on things. So anyway, so what are you reading? No one's commented. So are you guys familiar with self-development? Are you doing it? Are you interested in it? If you have questions, private message me, leave comments below. I highly, highly, highly encourage you to reach out to people, so that when you tap into self-development, you are on the right track, not reading books that aren't going to speak to you. So don't be shy. Okay, so let me see here. One of the, along the same vein is, one of the things that I recommend you do, Girl Code. Yes, Marlene, the book Girl Code, I have on paper and on a paperback book, and that was my hang up. That's when I realized that I'm like, okay, I have to do my self-development, but I don't like to read. I'm extremely distracted easily. It's like squirrel, and I have to read the same paragraph 3 times, and I don't even know what I read, right? So I have started Girl Code, and I highlighted several paragraphs that I thought were super awesome, and I don't remember. So I need to force myself to read that one through. And even if it's just, a chapter a week, I need to get through that book on paper just to say I've done it. But I've heard some great things about that book. Okay, so along the same vein of self-development, my daughter is splashing. No splashing! She's getting bathwater on the floor. Damn it. Anyway, self-development. One of the things that I recommend you do is mimic your mentor. Who's your mentor in Younique? Who do you look up to? Who's always on their, who is walking and who's walking the walk, right? I would say hands down, Cami Bobbitt is an amazing mentor, because she's not just telling you what you should do, how to work your business. She's giving you valid wisdom of what works for her. But if you follow her, she does what she says. She's always posting inspirational quotes. She'll, in a cool way, advertise Younique on her profile. Not advertise it, but just be, show her gratitude towards her current life. What's great. You get what I'm saying. I'm kind of rambling, but Cami walks the walk. She posts in her VIP group all the time. She's constantly having one-on-one like facials and makeovers with her customers. She thanks people in her VIP group. She does everything that she tells us to do. Every time she comes up to Oregon and stays with me, she's sponsoring people. I've watched her do it. I picked her up from the airport, and she was literally signing somebody up on the telephone, telling them how to launch their business right from her cell phone. I was just like, oh my God, she's my mentor. So who's your mentor? I'm not asking you to copy them. I'm telling you not to copy them. I'm telling you to mimic them. What's working for them? If it calls to you, do it for you as well. If it's not your style, then fine, don't. Find a mentor that does, do the same things that you're into or whatever, or approaches a business the same way. So mimic your mentor. You will be successful. Marlene has listed a couple really great examples of other self-development. Eric Worre's GoPro, listen to that. Great. Took like 4 pages of notes. How to Build Network Marketing Leaders by Big Al. I have not read that yet. I'm going to listen to it. I've already bought the audio. But all the Black Status leaders are reading it. So what does that say? If you want to know how to build a team in network marketing, apparently that's the book to read. So I think I've stressed the point of how that's so important. The other thing I want to remind everyone is that we need to stay humble. We are all students, always. We do not have the answers. Even the leaders don't have the answers. We can all learn from each other. Everyone has weaknesses and strengths, and if you celebrate each other's strengths and let people empower each other to share those strengths, all we're doing is just bettering each other, and as a team we'll rise to the top. So stay humble. Remember that we are all learning together, and so there's that. Okay. The other thing about self-development is, and this isn't just with Younique, but zoom out and look at your world, who you're with. Who are you surrounding yourself with? You are the sum of the average people that you surround yourself with. What do they say? Like the top 5 people you surround yourself with? This playback is probably going to be really boring because I'm so monotone. Okay, hold on. I'm boring myself. So you must be just painfully bored. Okay, so who are you surrounding yourself with? Are they all negative Nellies? Which book is it? The Gifts of Imperfection, I think, is what I'm reading right now. No. This is from You Are a Badass. Jen Sincero says, negative Nellies will try to smear their fear and worry all over you. And so don't share your excitement of, hey, I just started this new makeup business, to someone who doesn't take risks, is always, the glass half empty. Okay, don't share your excitement, your love, your passion with people like that. It'll bring you down. So find people who have the same passion as you. Find people who are supportive and confide in them. Okay, so I highly recommend. I wrote down some quotes from that book. Hi, Carolyn. I wrote down some quotes from the book, You Are a Badass, and that's what I just recited, and that really touches on personal development. So that really should be the task, is that everyone reads that book, but I won't make that the task. But I highly recommend you do it. And after you read it, you can send me a private message and tell me how much you loved it, because you will. Okay, so the last piece of advice about self-development before we move on to the importance of knowing your business is wake up each day with intention. Wake up each day with self-compassion, with an open mind and a motivation to fill that open mind with everything you can possibly get your hands on. Your brain is a sponge. Soak it up. Okay, back to us always being students. Soak it up and learn everything you can. And again, wake up with intention. Set yourself your goals. Open those eyes with no negative thoughts. No negative thoughts. Oh, I didn't sleep in long enough. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh, this is going to be a bad day. Don't do that. Don't do it. Stop it now. Don't do it. Wake up with, thank God I'm alive, or thank goodness I'm alive. I have air in my lungs. I'm going to sell makeup today. I'm going to put makeup on. I'm going to put some red lipstick on. I'm going to go do XYZ for my business. That is how you need to look at your life. That's how you need to look at your business. Good evening, Lindsay. I'm trying to keep it together. I'm so tired. Hold on. Again, wake up every day with intention. You are a badass. You're awesome. Wake up and just make your day exactly what you want it to be. Okay? Happiness is a choice, not something you strive for. Happiness is a choice. I choose to be happy. What do you choose to be? Happy. Yes. All right. Okay, so enough of self-development, although I could continue to talk about Jim Rohn and some of the leaders from the Leadership Summit that were amazing. But I don't see any questions, so unless you have questions, post them now. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and move on. Okay, so, one more thing about self-development, I'm sorry. I highly recommend you get a gratitude journal. And it could be as simple as a spiral notebook. I don't care. Write it on tissue paper. But make a habit of taking a minute or two out of each day, and just write out one thing you're grateful for, 5 things you're grateful for. Journal for 5 minutes if you want. But a gratitude journal is a great way of bringing it back home and just being grateful for what you have in your life. And you will be surprised. It'll take you a while to run out of things to be grateful for. So that was my last thing along the lines of self-development is a gratitude journal. My gratitude journal is on my iPhone. You know the notes that you have in your iPhone or your smartphone. I use that for everything. I am a type A personality, so I love lists. So I have a grocery list, a to-do list, you name it, I have a list for it. And so I actually have a note called gratitude journal, and before I close my eyes at night for the last few weeks, I will say, even if I'm exhausted or angry or whatever, I will take a moment and just be like, I'm grateful for my children. I'm grateful for my husband. I'm grateful that I had a warm meal in my stomach. Whatever it is, write it down. It's an interesting perspective, because you'd be surprised how many people that day didn't get what you got. Hi, Steph. Yes, Marlene, a gratitude journal. I've been working with a life coach, and which is incredibly life-changing. And that was one of the things of keeping things in perspective, kind of zooming out and being like, really? I had a bad day because I was stuck in traffic for an hour, so it helps keep me on track. Okay, so let's switch gears entirely. And this will even help put my teaching into perspective. Good. I'm glad, Marlene. I'm glad this is helping you. If you want to reach out to me directly, if you have any questions, feel free to do so. Hey, Steph. Yeah. You're slaying it at midnight? Oh, you must be on the East Coast. Oh, you poor thing. I know. I was really trying not to do this video this late, but I've been gone all day, so. Okay, so now we're switching gears entirely, and we are going to talk about the importance of knowing your business. You are a business owner. Congratulations, surprise. You are a business owner. You have to keep track of your expenses and figure out what your deductions are, what you can write off, save your receipts, do your taxes with a 1099 from Younique. And so if you're just joining, it's time to know you are a business owner. So it's important to take it seriously if that's what you want out of this business. I mean, if you're in this pink group, that's what you want. You want to promote. So, it's important. It's your credibility. It could be your family's well-being. This could be your only source of income. So it's important that we are a professional. We have good social media etiquette, that we all act like ladies, and we do nothing but uplift and empower each other. So here are some things I'd like you to know. Why is it important? It's important to have a professionalism because it builds trust. Your customers need to trust you. Why should they buy makeup from you? Why shouldn't they go to Sephora? Why shouldn't they try one of the competitors? Why shouldn't they buy makeup? I almost said food. Why shouldn't they buy makeup from another presenter? Why you? If they trust you, if you're funny, you're entertaining, you're loyal, they'll come back. They will be your customers. So it's important to understand that the way you conduct yourself and work your business and understand the ins and outs of your business is going to build a lot of trust in your customers. Word of mouth and referrals are really important and can be really beneficial. If somebody agrees to do like an online party or even a home party, they're trusting you with their network, their friends. They know you're not going to be spammy, but you're going to do what you say, and you're going to entertain them, and you're going to give them... Somebody's knocking on the door. You're going to give them makeup tips and all of that. So... Oh, Florida. Nice. Oh, but the weather's nice in Florida. All right. So by giving yourself a good, credibility, word of mouth and referrals, do you hear that? That's my toddler trying to break in, are going to be great for your business. It also builds a good reputation and confidence in our products. If you are posting your own results and sharing with your customers or seeing your results, they're going to say, oh, that's not just some model. That's like genuinely good quality makeup or genuinely good mascara or skincare or whatever. And so they're likely going to try it themselves because they see your results. You're a walking billboard for your own business. Mommy's almost done. Thank you. Always working. So let's see. That is so distracting. So, yeah. Now, do you hear that? Okay. Anyway, so here are some things that you need to know about your business. You need to have a thorough understanding of your back office and the front part of your office, what the customers see. Okay, so what button do they need to click to buy the mascara? They need to go to your website. They need to click on the word shop. They need to click on the word eyes and then go to the mascara. Okay, so you need, what, honey? Okay, can you go ask Daddy for it?
I want to stay here.
You want to stay in here? Okay, come sit with me. Okay, so you need to have a thorough understanding of your front and back office. So now by back office, what I mean is in that, don't touch that. In the top right hand corner, when you go to your website, you need to understand what happens when you click on all the buttons, like my office. My hubby took her away. Let me shut this door. Hold on. You need to understand what happens when you click on my royalties, my company, my orders. Did you know that there is a record in your back office of every customer who's ordered from you? You can click on the orders, get shipping tracking information. You can see exactly what your customers ordered, what color they ordered, what date they ordered. You need to know that. It's important that you're thanking them for their order, letting them know, hey, your product shipped. Hey, your product's on your door. It was just delivered. That kind of thing. So, yeah, she's cute and she's screaming, which is probably going to wake up the baby. Mommy's working. So knowing your back office, knowing your front office, which leads me to my task. I'll go ahead and tell you what the task is now. I also need to edit it. I forgot to put it in the caption. On your website, there is an About Me section. And About Me is where you give like your little bio. You know, like who you are, where you're from. Why should somebody order from you if they're just randomly online? Come here. I know you're sad. Oh, baby. Shh, shh, shh. We're almost done. Oh, honey. We didn't take a nap today. It's okay. Shh. You want to stay with Mama? Shh, shh, shh. Don't cry. Don't cry. Shh. Say hi to my friends. Say hi. There's people watching. See, there's Marlene. Marlene said you're cute, and Jetta says, "Oh, don't cry. It's okay." All right, so it's important to know your it's important for you to know your website. It's important for you to know the products. Do you know what the products do? What they're good for? What would you recommend somebody with oily skin? What would you recommend a mature face versus a 16-year-old face? What colors look good on brunettes? What colors look good on red hair? What color should somebody wear if they have really, really dark features? What products should men buy? Okay, so it's important for you to have a thorough understanding of the product knowledge. And be able to upsell. You know, if somebody buys the brow gel, you need to have tried the brow liner and explain to them how to use the brow liner. Or the stencils. If you're gonna, I'm not gonna give you a bunch of upselling examples, but you understand. All right, so the virtual party system. Do you understand the virtual party system? Do you know how to go onto your website and start a party, or send a party request to somebody who has never had a party before but who's ordered? Do you know how to send a party request to somebody who's never ordered? Did you know that there's those 3 different categories? Do you understand that you always need to have a party going for yourself on your website? Always. There are 10-day parties. On the 11th day, every 11 days, you need to go onto your website and start a new party, because if some random person falls upon your website or somebody goes to place a reorder, You want to watch football?
No, football.
A fruit bar. Okay. Well, you know what? Let mommy finish her video and then you can watch a fruit bar, eat a fruit bar, okay? So the virtual party system, know it in and out. Know when party rewards expire. Understand how exactly the party links work, how to copy and paste the URLs. Hi, Anna. Or is it Anna? Hi, Anna Blankenship. Hello, welcome. How they cash in their party rewards, what they can and cannot use party rewards on, and so forth. Okay? So that's another thing to really understand. Also, we should all have mastered the compensation plan. How did you get from white to yellow? How do you get from yellow to pink? How do you get from blue to green? There are videos. There are diagrams on our website. How does somebody join your website or join your team? What do they do? What are their steps? What do you tell them when they're wanting to go online and join? That's something that you should know. Oh, I got interrupted. So the task is going to be filling out your About Me section on your unique website. So go to About Me, and there is a generic About Me already on there. So go in there and update it and customize it. And I encourage you, go to some of your teammates' websites and check out what they wrote. Like, go to Cammie's page. Go to mine, which is, I don't even remember what I wrote. But mine/rageous.com. Go see what I wrote in my bio. Fruit bar sounds yummy. Yeah, they're these little cereal bars and she likes them. Okay, so compensation plan. Let's see. Also understand about the compensation plan, how to rise to the very top. You need 4 aces. You need 4 elite presenters to get to black and have $10,000 in your circle still. So, how do you get your fast start? I highly encourage all of you to comment below right now. How do you get your fast start? What do you need to do? Don't touch that. What do you need to do to get... Don't touch that. All right. Let's see. I mentioned taxes already, but I just want to reiterate. Natty, no. You need to know how to save money during tax time by knowing what you legally can and can't write off. So that's important. Let's see. Mastering selfies. Oh my goodness. It is so important to know how to take a good selfie and what not to do. Remember that training Lindsay did in Team Benjamin Dolls and on my team page of how to do good selfies, how to take the correct selfies, what apps to use to edit and everything. We're in the selfie business. That's what we get paid for. Snap, and we post on Instagram. Next thing you know, we have orders, right? So it's really important that you not do these videos where you're looking down like this. Natalie. What is that? What are you doing? See what I mean? Like, that's not good selfie. You don't want to do that, right? And another thing that you need to know is how to, the whole, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. How do you post on one social media, yet let it send to other social medias so that you don't have to write a post on Facebook, write a post in your VIP group, write a post on your Facebook page, then go to Instagram, write the same page, then go to Twitter. No. There are ways that you can hit all those. Let me give you those ways. My Facebook business page is linked with my Twitter account. So anytime I post on my business page, it automatically posts it to my Twitter account. Instagram, same way. When you go to share whatever it is, whatever picture it is, put a caption, use hashtags, and then when you share, you can click that it goes to Tumblr, it goes to Twitter, it can go to Facebook. It won't go to your Facebook business page or to a group, but it'll go to your personal wall. So that's important to know. It's time consuming otherwise. There is also an app. I learned about this at Unified from a Y sister. There's an app called Every Post. I don't remember the details because for some reason I remember that I ended up not using it. I should revisit that. Natalie, don't. She needs an app. But every post, basically, you write a post and then you just click Natalie, be quiet, please. What you do is you click all the icons so you can just post on a ton of social medias at once. So that's really cool. And just finally, I want to say, work smarter, not harder. So if you take 1 hour out for your business every day beyond this, heading to Pink Group, make the very, very most time of that hour or however long you devote to your business. And the very, very, very best way I can say to make the most use out of that hour is to write down what you need to do. I know not everyone is a type A like me. I get it. But you're going to be the most productive and the most focused. If you look at this like a job, as your business, you're building your paycheck, write down exactly what you need to do and cross it off once you get it done. Next. Okay, I'm done. You can walk off away from the computer, set your phone down, and go be with your family or your friends. So knowing how to work your business and work it well, efficiently, using the best use of your time is going to do amazing things for your business. Okay, well, I am gonna go now because she needs to go to bed. And there aren't very many of you on here. It's kind of late and nobody's really posting questions. So when people wake up and they watch this playback, if you have questions, post them in a comment or tag me and I will answer them for you.
I'll see you.
Natalie, can you say goodbye to my friends?
Bye-bye.
Bye. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, guys, have a great evening. And remember, this is task 21. The task is, I'm going to give you 2 tasks. I want you to start self-development. And by doing that, I want you to start a gratitude journal, and I want to see a picture of it. I don't care in what capacity, start a gratitude journal, and I highly recommend you read that book, You Are a Badass. The other thing I want you to do, your second task, is I want you to go to your website and edit the generic About Me section to be authentic to you, your passions, share yourself in your bio. All right, have a good evening, ladies, and I'll talk to you later. Good night.